What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Trey, and I'm back with something a little new for y'all today. Each week, following an Ohio State game, we're gonna have a little Jaylen McClain Monday with Jaylen McClain. We'll come on, have him come on, break down what happened throughout the week, and give you a little bit of insight of what goes on in the life of a D1 Power 5 college football player. What's good, Jaylen?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, good to have you. Good to have you. Before we start on everything going on with you, we gotta talk about something. I don't want to talk about this, but I'm trying to be an unbiased content creator. Let's talk about your New York Giants, man.
I ain't gonna lie, at first we was looking a little scary, but I feel like after we played the Browns this past Sunday, you showed some flashes that we can be a little something. You know what I mean? I seen Malik Neighbors score a couple of touchdowns, look like the truth.
Yeah,
Daniel
two
Jones placed
touchdowns.
it there. And our defense didn't look too bad there. So I feel like we might be able to do a little something. Not great, but something.
Listen, I was really pressed watching that game. You already know I'm a Browns fan. I'm from
Right.
Cleveland, and it's like it's probably funny because you probably got a few Browns fan teammates on your
Oh
on your
yeah,
team, so that's
right.
probably funny. But like watching that game, man, I was really sitting there thinking like, bro. Why is Malik Neighbors not being covered by Denzel Ward? The whole first half, he scored twice. Could
Yeah, I
have
know.
scored three times. He overthrew him like twice. And in the second half, they put Denzel Ward on him. He played a lot better. He didn't score again. I'm not even sure if he had a catch in the second half, but like, bro was really torching us like the whole first half.
Yeah,
It was crazy. Y'all had like 7 or 8 sacks on the Browns.
yeah, D-line and pass rush is crazy.
Y'all was just cooking. And it's just like I don't want to like discredit y'all, but we had like offensive linemen going out and everything. But it's like 7 sacks is crazy, bro.
Yeah, no matter who's in the game, 8 sacks is ridiculous.
Yeah, like I felt the same way like when I watched the Colorado versus Baylor game. I feel like at some point as a quarterback too, like if your offensive line is not good and giving up sacks, at some point your line is gonna start holding. Like at least getting called for
Yeah,
hold to at
yeah,
least show like effort. And like
exactly.
they wasn't even getting called for a hold and like y'all with Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns just going crazy. Like
Yeah, they were
like crazy
just
off the
killing the
line.
line, just
Yeah.
killing the line.
All right. Where do you think y'all finish? What do you think y'all record would be at the end of the season?
Realistically, I probably guys won about 7 games max.
Mm.
It's probably like 7-10, maybe.
Okay, okay.
Maybe probably less than max though. It would
Hey,
probably be less, but
you said you was rocking with Daniel Jones. You said, all right, he QB1, he proved himself last year. How you feeling about Daniel Jones through 3 weeks of the season?
he's not looking terrible. I'll
Mm-hmm.
say that. But, he's just enough, for what we got right now. We're starting to pick it up with receivers and stuff like that. So I feel like it's just this, right now, just a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had to replace Saquon. So, like, we're headed in the right direction. I feel like 7 wins would be like a pretty good season
Yeah.
for considering they're thinking we probably one of the worst teams in the NFL. I feel like six to
Mm-hmm.
7 wins would be pretty good.
I feel like from what I watched, y'all got a pretty complete like receiving core.
Yeah.
You got the go-to reliable X and neighbors. You got the Z with that boy dang, what's his name? From Tennessee. Hyatt, Jalen
Hyatt, you
Hyatt.
got Hyatt, yeah.
Deep threat. And then Wan'Dale Robinson's gonna be a pretty good
Yeah,
slot
yeah.
receiver, I feel like.
Wanda Robinson straight.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. But they came off to a slow start. We'll see if they pick it up. But flipping the script, you actually got off to a really fast start at Ohio State. I
Right.
believe I'm not sure if you were you the first one in the summer for fall ball to
Yeah,
get started off?
I'm pretty sure the first one for camp.
That's tough. And you were the first out of like that DB group that came in,
Right.
Miles, Aaron, Bryson, all of them. How did that feel once you got that black stripe removed? Walk me through that.
It felt good, I feel like I've been trying to prove myself all up since I got here from like the winter through the spring. And obviously when the summer came, I just knew that, it was pretty much go time from here, because the season's coming up soon. You got to pretty much like it's now or never at this point. So I feel like, throughout that whole time, I've just been trying, grind, keep my head down, just keep stacking days, and obviously one of those days came with my black stripe being removed. I feel like that's just something that I was anticipating the whole time. And that's just something when you come here, that's just something that you want to happen. So you just work towards that. So you be welcome to the brotherhood.
Yeah, for sure. I remember I had made a prediction like back in the spring. We were saying who would get their first black stripe removed out of freshman. Obviously, besides JJ,
Yeah,
I had said you. I think it was like JJ saying that's a quarterback. That don't really count.
yeah,
And then you. So that was cool. I think I was off of Instagram that week, and somebody texted me like, "Yo, you was right. He got his black stripe removed." So that
yeah,
was pretty clutch.
for sure.
Let's talk about that first game. Open up the season against Akron. You got in pretty early. Walk me through how everything felt in your first college game.
No, it felt good, like pretty much from the time, staying in the hotel to like, going out for the walk and obviously the actual game. It was a different type of experience because, I never really, went through that before.
Mm-hmm.
But, actually like getting to like see how like elite the team is in general. Like, obviously I wasn't starting or anything like that. So like just to watch, the people how they, act on game day and just see like the ego just like switch just on game day and just watch how, just elite, the defense and the offense is in general. And obviously, just be ready for my time, just be ready for when my time came and stuff like that. And obviously, I got in like, like late third, fourth quarter, whatever. And
Yeah,
then just like, just, do what I got to do. I still got prepared just as like everybody else during the week. So
yeah.
just so they could, trust me and get some stuff on film. So, I just got to take advantage of my snaps and, make the best of them.
That's smooth. Yeah, I feel like since you've been in there since January, you've been going up against these guys, Jeremiah Smith, like Buka, all these dudes since January, but like y'all repping out against each other. So it's like you're
Right.
prepared, but you see these guys every day. You guys know each other's moves and
Exactly.
all that stuff. But like being on the field and you seeing that against somebody else, you really see like how good these dudes are.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
that's smooth. Um, like you were saying, you got in. You've officially you cracked the two deep. You
yeah.
went too deep. You're in that rotation. How does that feel? Like, did you expect that when you came in, you moved on campus, um, and you moved in, you got everything going. Did you expect to be in the position that you are in now?
I feel like when you they're just, that's just the stuff when you pray for and just work towards, you know what I mean? Obviously I didn't come here, just like, chill around, like try to wait my turn. Obviously, like, I'm trying to compete with like the best of the best every day. When you go with people like Caleb, Lathan, and like Malik and like Bonsu, and obviously Keenan that came in, like those are all like good players. Like, you know what I mean? Like those are people that competing with every day. It's just gonna keep making you better, you know what I mean? So those like no, I thank them for just being who they are, just wanting to compete with me, grind every day, and just learn from them, teach me. This is stuff I live for.
Okay. It sounded like you wasn't playing no games when you came in.
Oh no, I just wanted to just keep my head down, just keep stacking the
Sure.
days, and just
For sure. So you wasn't playing no games, but it is a video game that just dropped a couple months ago.
yeah.
College football 25. Um, I asked Miles this. You was my first interview, so I didn't ask you. I think I asked Trey, McNutt, Miles, and maybe somebody else. But what did you think of your college football 25 rating?
What was it like 71, 72? I feel like for a start, that's not that bad
Yeah,
considering
true
like,
freshman.
for a true freshman, not the highest rated recruit, they don't have nothing to really go off of that for them. So like I was like
Yeah, they can, yeah.
71, 71, 72 overall, that's pretty smooth for me. My speed is over on 90. I feel like that's straight for me. You know what I mean? I feel like, it's just you can just build off of that at that point. So that's
Yeah.
what I appreciate.
How did you feel about like the likeness and everything? Like, do
I
you
feel
feel like
like
that's pretty accurate?
yeah, that was pretty accurate. Like they gave
Yeah.
me, the sleeves and like the hair and all that stuff. I feel like it was pretty accurate.
Hey, I got beef. I kind of got beef for college football 25. I love it. It's a great game. But like the first, I should have waited to do like my Ohio State dynasty. But like
Mhm.
obviously you ain't played the game in 10 years, so you gonna play with it as your favorite team. So
Right,
like you can't change the numbers of like NIL players and stuff, right?
right,
Which I don't think that really makes sense because you guys are already getting paid, but you can't change the numbers. So there's like I don't know why, but like numbers randomly change on that video game.
right,
And they be giving y'all some garbage numbers. And like it make me not even want to play y'all. Like I think it changed you like your junior year to like number 36. And I was
what?
like, bro, what the heck is this? And I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. But but that game is like really good. I really enjoy it. the roster is pretty deep, so it's cool that you can
Oh
see
yeah,
how many
yeah.
dudes we really got. And speaking of
Facts.
like the dudes that's on that roster, let's talk about some of the guys that were able to mentor you a little bit in that safety.
Right. So yeah, obviously, we got like people like Lathan, Caleb, obviously coming in, Malik as well.
Yeah,
I feel like out of all of them though, I feel like, Lathan pretty much like, made me feel a little bit, comfortable when I first came in and stuff like that in terms of just like competing with him, against him, see how he competes and stuff like that on a daily
yeah,
basis. I feel like just something that you want to work for, especially when you have respect for someone like him in terms of like being a leader and just how the type of respect he has in the Woody by all the coaches and other players. I feel like just it's just someone you got to respect and try to like learn from and just compete with that every day. Obviously, we got Caleb as well, who's a little bit closer in age to me, so he knows really how it feels like, a little bit recently, being a freshman coming in, trying to compete every day and get better. And obviously Malik as well, who also has the same experience pretty much in terms of just, being at the Woody, studying and just like, grinding and competing with the same people I compete with every day now.
yeah. That's tough. That's tough. Um, you got two younger brothers, and they
Yep.
both play football. One of them's in high school, right?
Both of them is high school now, yeah.
Both of them is in high school. What advice have you been able to, not only as a brother, but like as a player, since you at the college stage, pass along to them?
No, just put good stuff on tape. You know what I mean? Just fly around to the ball. I feel that's probably one of the more important things, at this age, just, getting to the ball. Because, the more you get to the ball, that's where all the plays are made. Because, making tackles, stripping the ball, tip balls in the air, you catch an interception, you know what I mean? Just getting to the ball, creating that habit. Because when you get to college, that's a non-negotiable that you got to do when you
Yeah.
get to school.
Okay. Okay. Um, a couple of your teammates signed D1 that you played in high school with, right?
Right.
In
Yeah.
your class. Did any of them early enroll like you did?
No, I was the only one. I'm pretty sure that was early enrolled because I'm not sure if you could do that for the FCS because I was Power Five,
Mm,
so
yeah.
you could do that for your Power Five.
Okay, okay. I was gonna ask you how was like their adjustment process and everything. But shoot. What about oh yeah, that's what we're gonna get into next. Let's talk about that drip, man. Let's talk about that drip. So I
Okay,
think you had like the sleeves on the first game,
yeah.
right?
So first game I had on, not first game I had turf tape on. The second game I had the two sleeves on. This past game I had the armbands. Yeah.
Yeah, is that gonna be like your rotation?
I'll probably rotate with probably one more thing in there. I gotta see, we go to Michigan State, this coming week. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna wear for like with the white jerseys, because this will be my first time wearing the white jerseys since we're going away.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see, during the week what I'm aware for that.
Maybe that could be like home, you like rock the sleeves or something,
Hmm.
and then like away, you go with the bands or something. Because
Yeah, I'll think about the bands too for this weekend.
I feel like the white bands look better than the red
Oh
bands.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
so like
That's a
that could
fact.
maybe that could be the thing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Sure. Speaking of like the games and how you get into everything, have you kind of come up with kind of like a pregame ritual at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's pretty much the same as like when I was in high school, kind of. So like when I'm in the hotel and stuff, obviously like I wake up, I like pray for like me, my family, my teammates. So that's like, that's something I do every morning, like of game day. And then that's when after that, I pretty much, obviously eat all that, do the same thing we probably do in the hotel and just, with the team. But for me personally, I just like to watch like Sean Taylor and Grant
Mm,
Delpit highlights still. That's something I used to do in college, high school. So I feel like I do that same thing every week, every weekend. And then, after that, when I stretch and stuff like that, I'm constantly just like talking to myself about my uh the formations, my assignments and stuff like that. Just trying to get it all refreshed in my head and stuff like that. And then we go to the game.
yeah. Okay. Does any of your like teammates have anything like an interest in pregame ritual or something creative that they do?
Interesting. I don't know too much about their rituals like that. I feel like I'll have to go through a couple more weeks to really like get like
Yeah.
catch on to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's tough. That's tough. Um, do you say like would you say that let me rephrase this question. Do you feel like you're a true freshman right now?
Uh I mean, I know, obviously I know I am, but like I try to carry myself just like everybody else, trying to be just a little bit more mature and like
Hmm.
handle things like a pro. Like like most people on the team were like the veterans. 'Cause I feel like, just acting like a true freshman, just because you are one doesn't mean, you gotta be that. Because
Yeah.
regardless, you gotta hold yourself to the standard of the team. And I feel like just being like what people probably consider a true freshman, probably a little bit like, immature, laid back. I feel like you gotta, step up at a program like this and try to be like the vets.
Yeah, for sure. It's a business trip, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, what would you give like your evaluation? Like you've only played 3 games, haven't even gotten into conference play yet, but you've played in all 3 games.
right.
Given a honest evaluation of like your performances so far, things you feel like you did better than maybe you thought you would, or things you want to improve on.
Obviously I felt like with the reps I got, I definitely 100% took advantage of them. Try to make as many plays as I can. I feel like, in terms of like identification and just like, being able to call plays, I feel like that was, probably one of the easier parts of the game. Obviously, I just gotta get more comfortable because, I don't play as much as like some other people. So I just gotta, with the more reps I get, I just gotta get more comfortable. And I feel like with that will come more confidence. I'll be able to like, pretty much run the show. So as a safety, that's pretty much what you have to do. So obviously, I feel like I run the show right now, but I feel like the more reps, the more plays I make, the more confidence I'll get. So I feel like that's probably one of the things I'm probably missing right now is obviously like confidence. Like people like Caleb and Lathan probably have with the experience they have. So I feel like got to be better with some more confidence, and then I'll be straight.
Yeah, just being able to like play free.
Yeah, exactly.
Game started slowing down. I think the first time we interviewed, I asked you like what you needed to improve on most. I'm pretty sure you said like press man. How do you feel
Yeah.
like you've developed in terms of that since you've been at Ohio State?
I feel like I developed that a lot, way more than the last interview because as a safety, I really still don't play too much of that like at all
Yeah,
here. But like when I do, like in one-on-ones and stuff like that, and like release drill or something, like I try to make the best of my reps there because I probably not gonna get them too much. So I feel
yeah.
like I definitely got better at that.
Okay. And then last question. You haven't had a road game yet, but you have had 3 home games. Walk me through the week for like a non-athlete or a non-college athlete. How the week goes for a college football student athlete.
Yeah, so pretty much Monday through Friday, it's go time. There's no really no mental breaks or anything like that. Like if we're, if the practice might not be as long one day, but we're gonna make sure we're in that film room, we're studying, that's just something you gotta do to be mature about, as an
Hmm.
individual when you're here. And obviously like, got the practices and then like, the scout drills and all that stuff like that. And that's just something you gotta take serious. So
Yeah.
they're pressing constantly about all that stuff because they want to. I say you got to be perfect. You can't, you can't lose games or play down to your competition or anything like that.
Hmm.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, obviously, are, getting closer to the game day. So things obviously get a little bit more serious there. Try to be sharper you have to get sharper as the week goes on.
Yeah.
And Friday, obviously, like like the walkthrough time, and that's pretty
Walkthrough.
much just because it's a walkthrough don't mean it's time to like relax and just like
Yeah.
oh it's the day before the game. No, like you got to be on your stuff. Like that's the most perfect you have to be because that's like the preparation for the game right there. Like that's the it's either you know it or you don't.
Yeah.
So
And you didn't even
honestly,
get into like that's a lot there. You didn't even get into like your own classes that you take. You didn't get
yeah,
into
exactly. That's
in-season lifts. Like that's a huge thing in
exactly
season lifting.
that's yeah. Like that's just the one part of that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
honestly, we got like we have a couple lifts a week and stuff like that. That's like in the morning times. And
Yeah.
then we get it. Obviously, I take a lot of uh online classes, so I still got to go to tutoring though on a daily basis.
Study
So you
halls and
got
all that stuff.
yeah, so you still got to like work that time in there to study,
Yeah.
prepare, no mentally for yourself, not just for
Yeah.
stuff like that. And on Saturdays, like the tests for what you done for the week, pretty much.
Yeah. And then like I'm not sure if y'all do it the same way that I did it when I was in college, but like Sundays could be even the busiest day with like treatment, you got film, and then plus you start
Yeah,
preparing for the next team and everything too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even the day after the game, you put that Saturday game behind you pretty much, and you just got to move on and just straight like that, straight to the next team, and just start getting your mind, body, and soul right for the next game.
For sure, for sure. Uh, what do you think is which one was the most fun game that you had so far this season?
I'm gonna go with Akron only because it was, so far
First game?
it was my first game of the season. I really didn't, I was excited, what I mean, just to get ready to get in the game. Honestly, I'm on kickoff, kick return, and like, like stuff like that. So, I was in, for the most part, I was either starting the game, what I mean, or regardless, I'm gonna start the game, I'm gonna kick return or kick off. So like,
Yeah.
it's cool to just, be on the field. It was just cool to be on the field for the first time and really like showcase like what I've been trying to work for, pretty much since I was 5 years old. So it was cool.
Nah, that's tough, man. Look, that's something to be very proud of. You finally got to that moment, and like you kind of that was kind of like a coronation, especially since you got in the game pretty quickly.
Exactly.
And then I'm pretty sure I could be tripping, but I'm pretty sure in the Western Michigan game, you got in faster than you did Akron, right?
Yeah, I feel like that game got kind of out of hand like pretty fast.
Yeah,
Like that's so I got show myself off there a little bit earlier than last time.
yeah. But that game being at night, I know that was probably pretty
Oh
exciting.
yeah, that was cool too. That's that's something I look forward to as well. Because in high school I didn't really get to any night games, so
Yeah.
to play at night, in the shoe was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Well, appreciate you, Jaylen. Looking forward to having you on next week. You got to get that first pick six. I'm calling it.
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
wait, wait. We on camera right now. We on camera right now. Michigan State this week, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm predicting it right now. Jaylen McClain, first pick. Pick. Do I call it? Do I call it pick six? Are you gonna get a pick six? Fuck it.
Never
Pick
know.
six, Jaylen McClain this Saturday against Michigan State.
Hey man, let's try to make it happen.
Make it happen, bro. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and always get 1% better every single day. Peace.